Alright, y'all. Right here I've got my new General Signals Type 2 electronic bell. I've had another General Signals Type 2 which is sitting right over there, and I'll bring it over to compare the two shortly. But this one was in use over at the over at the 10th Avenue Road crossing in Jasper, Alabama on the NSNA district for about 10 years before they replaced it sometime earlier this year with a General Signals Type 3 e-bell. And I found this guy just sitting upside down on top of a gate mechanism, as you probably saw in my previous video, in my latest video of that crossing. So I had to take it home with me. When I took it home, I found, when I grabbed it and turned it over, a bunch of rainwater came out of the top. So I let it sit in my room for about a week. Which is the reason why this video isn't going to go up immediately, because I want to get that video out first. But also, let this sit in my room for about a week to let it dry out. Tested it today and it works, which I'll show real fast, so I am going to get a dedicated video of it working. So yeah, it was kind of a nice surprise. Kind of surprised they still replaced it as well, given the fact that, you know, it is still functional. But definitely neat to see this thing working. It is newer than my GS Type 2, because it appears that General Signals, my other GS Type 2 I should say, because it appears General Signals does date stamp the bases of their bells with the month and year. As far as we're aware, it's just the month and year. Though I'm not sure if it's the week and year, but I believe it is month and year that they're made. This one, because there's a reason why this bell is a little over 10 years old, because my older GS Type 2 here, as you can see, its date is stamped 0707, which would be July of 2007, assuming that's month and year. This one has a date stamp of, it looks like 2/11, which would be February of 2011. Looks like there's an extra 2 there right next to the first 2. Just a smaller one. It looks to be a misprint though, so I'm not sure, or I guess a misstamp. So I don't know if that would be the bell. That would mean the bell was made in. So I don't know if that was intentional or not. I don't believe it is. I believe it's supposed to be February of 2011. So I suspect this bell will have been installed at 10th Avenue in Jasper in either February or, wait, not February. It would have been installed sometime in like 2011 or possibly 2012 by Norfolk Southern. And then saw a little over 10 years of service before being retired. Don't know why they replaced it. I also wonder if maybe the railroad just gave the maintainer some money and told him to replace the bell for whatever reason. But anyways, nice. It's nice to have another. I'm gonna flip these back over, but it is nice to have another bell in my collection that I can point to and say I know exactly where this one saw use. Especially since my other General Signals Type 2 e-bell here, all I know is that it came out from a crossing somewhere in California, I believe off the Union Pacific, and got put up for sale on eBay a couple years back, and I bought it. But yeah, these do look pretty much the same otherwise. I mean, see, there is a bit of molding variation in General Signals e-bells over the years, like manufacturing variation, I guess I should say, because it looks like the holes are drilled in slightly different spots for the caps here. These ones have them slightly higher than this. I guess it's just down to how they get assembled at the factory. Honestly, this one I just noticed, it looks like it has slightly wider holes on it too. Maybe this one's designed to be louder, or maybe the later GS Type 2s have a slightly different design from the earlier GS Type 2s. It would be neat to get a bunch of GS Type General Signals e-bells of the same type, just kind of compare them, especially with the Type 2s like this. But yeah, I just thought I'd show off at the very least my new GS Type 2 that I got recently. Over and out.